Heidi ho, Drayson Forge, Drayson 69. You know, I'm that guy. Daniel Moss from Trust Me, I'm a Blacksmith asked me to post some pictures of the penannular brooches, otherwise known as kilt pins, that I was making. So, more or less what I do, I got access to some springs, garage door springs, and one garage door spring is, hey, that's my foot for size comparison, will yield, probably, what's that, guesstimate? Okay, somebody's going to pause, count, and count me out on it, but I'm betting that's probably about 30 or 40 coils. And that was a garage door spring. The discoloration, etc., that all comes from the fact that I throw them into my fire pit and cook them to anneal them first, and then I take from the cross section, you know, say your end is here, I'll go back to approximately where this mark is, this white-ish ash line, and trim it off. And I use just a angle grinder with a cutoff wheel to do that. And I end up with a piece that looks like this. And I take the ends and simply, okay, you got to straighten it out, but then you flatten it down, and that makes your basic circle shape, and turns out similar to this one. And you got to do a little filing or grinding or just sandpaper, but you get the disc. And then what I've found that works really well is there's some that I do, like this big one. I used a piece of silicon bronze brazing rod, and this was actually off in a spring this size, but it was smaller diameter. But 1/8 inch, metric equivalent 2.5, 3 mil possibly, electrodes for stick welding. Found some that were junk because the coating, the flux had been deteriorated by moisture, so they were worthless as welding rods, but they make good solid stock. And from the stock there, I end up making the pin. They can be as plain or fancy as you like. And you simply turn it around so it forms the pin. I've got one here that was actually made from a piece of wrought iron rod, so I had to command a extra price on that one. You can make them fancy too, put like a little leaf motif on the end, stuff like that. And I sell cheap. I sell to friends, SCA folks, Society for Creative Anachronism, if anybody doesn't know what SCA is. It's medieval recreation, not reenacting. And so I don't gouge people, I do it as a hobby. So, and you know, I'm just like on these small ones, I'm asking, you know, say $5. A big one, you know, up to 8, 10 maybe. Yeah, this one I went 10 because it had the silicon bronze on it. Had to pay a little extra to get that rod. This one, because it is true wrought iron and has that really, I guess you'd say, antique feel to it. You know, I'm probably shorting myself on that $8. But, and then I jazzed a bunch of them up. I did, while it was still, you know, at what we call blacksmith's heat, hit them with a brass brush and, you know, kind of golden them up. A little bit of clear coat. And so, there you have it, Daniel. That's kind of what I've been playing with, and that's, you know, sometimes your small money is what makes you money. It's not the $150 or $5,000 railing item that makes the smaller smiths money. It's making the S-hooks and the pins and Lord knows what else you can come up with. That's what makes your money. So start small, sorry, and throw out some big stuff along the way, and eventually when you know you get kind of a name going for yourself, people will go, well, wait a second, I've got this, that, and the other thing, but I want something even better. I want something nobody else has. Well, everything a blacksmith's making is something that nobody else has. So, anyway, Daniel Moss, that one's for you. Trust me, I'm a blacksmith. Check out his page. Awesome guy. And take care, YouTube. Peace out.